Picture this. It's the end of the school day, and you glance down at your attendance list and realize that there were several students absent across your 5 periods of science. Now you're faced with the familiar question, which suddenly feels overwhelming. What exactly did they miss, and how can I help catch them up? If you felt stretched trying to help students catch up while still moving forward with your classes, you're not alone. Absences add real complexity to our work, and it's worth taking a closer look at what students truly miss so we can focus our energy where it matters most. When a student misses an OpenSciEd lesson, it's not just about picking up a worksheet or completing a task. They're missing 2 crucial things. First, the content learning. For example, in a launch lesson from Unit 6.4, students read about how Mount Everest is moving and growing. They analyze data from other mountains, they draw their own models, and they work together to build a class consensus model. So when a student misses that day of learning, they obviously need to be caught up on the content of the reading, what data was presented, and the development of an initial model. But here's what they also miss, which is maybe the harder thing to make up: the shared experience of making sense of something puzzling together. They miss laughing at unexpected ideas. They miss hearing someone else ask the same question they were wondering. They miss seeing confusion being normalized and validated. They miss their teacher saying, "That's a great question," even when the answer isn't obvious. In short, they miss feeling part of something. So when we think about helping absent students, we're not just filling in a blank. We're helping them rejoin a story that kept going without them. That means our support has to go beyond the handout. It has to help them feel part of the community again. As we think about how to best support absent students, and especially after acknowledging how much they miss both in terms of content and connection, there's one more important piece to consider. What is our actual goal? It's tempting to feel like we need to recreate every experience they missed, to give them every activity, every handout, and every assignment so that they can catch up. And that's where questions around grading and makeup work often come in. Should they do different tasks? How should I grade them? What's fair? Here's one way to think about it. Imagine your class as a bike ride, and all of the students are forming a peloton, which is a group of riders working together. Riding in a group lets cyclists conserve energy, move faster, and benefit from each other's momentum. But when a student misses class, it's like they've dropped off of that peloton. Our job as teachers isn't to make them ride the exact same miles alone. It's to help power them up, to help them rejoin the group. That might mean using different tools, giving targeted supports, or focusing on just the most essential learning they need to reconnect. What matters is not identical tasks, but meaningful reintegration. So when you're thinking about makeup work or grading for absent students, ask yourself, will this task help them rejoin the flow of learning? Will it bring them back into the social and intellectual work of the classroom? If the answer is yes, you're on the right track. In this video series on absent student supports, we'll look at practical ways to help students catch up on the science ideas while also reconnecting to the social experience of learning. Strategies that are manageable for you and meaningful for them. Helping students recover both learning and belonging isn't easy, but it's doable and it matters. You don't have to recreate every moment, just help them find their place in the story again.